So, Hayley Williams is definitely one of my favorite artists just in my lifetime. I feel like her body of work has impacted me in ways that have helped me find my humanity and stay grounded and also process my feelings. I think one thing that I see many Black women not being able to do is internalize their feelings. So, it's kind of like, let's say you have an experience with someone else and someone else says, I'm angry. Well, just because that person's angry, that doesn't mean that you have to be angry. And so sometimes, especially in relationships with other people, they will try to tell you that their feelings and their experience are your feelings and your experience. And it is actually your responsibility to do the work, to have your own personal lived experience. Like, you cannot look at someone else's experience and think it's your own. You have to take the time to experience it for yourself. And also, I think that's another moment. It's a point where people have to spend more time with themselves to understand themselves, to be able to like form an opinion. So I think this album is a really good starting place. And it's a very complex album. Like, I spent about a year listening to only this album, right? So like, this was my 2020 album. 2021 was the Jaden album, but these are like bodies of work where people have, created experiences. I think this one took her like 2.5 years to make. That's a pretty significant amount of time to spend on one project, right? And this album is a piece of work that she wrote after divorce. So, to some women, that might be interesting because sometimes there's this idea that you're unable to be alone, that you won't survive alone, that there's something wrong with you if you're alone, which is not true, right? Like, being alone, being single is a perfectly like natural state. If you find someone deserving of your partnership, I would encourage you to go and be with that person. But if you do have a breakup with someone, it is okay to feel anger and resentment and sorrow, jealousy, rage. Those are like normal feelings to feel.